Hello everybody, welcome to the Rywins Gaming channel. Welcome back for Season 2. We are doing our best to build this expansion team. We are starting with very low rated players, all practice squad to start with if you remember from last season. And we only squeaked out 3 wins, so because of that, let's look at our draft pick. We have the number 4 overall pick. I promise you, now that I know the game will skip me, I am not going to waste any time making this pick. So we're going to use the first 3 picks of this draft to kind of look at who we are interested in. With that being said, we do have a lot of holes. I don't want to cause our guys to lose their positions, right? Like the guys who are our foundation, but some guys will be moving on or simply taking a different role on the team. But key player here, we traded our 2nd overall pick, botched pick, for Joe Tipman. And then in addition to him, we also picked up a 4th round pick. Was not fully aware that this 7th round pick was going to be in 2027. But yes, we did get a future 7th round pick in top of that. So we may do with what we could. Kareem Gross, he's also progressed pretty well. Our morale's a little bit down, so these overalls aren't 100% accurate. But this is pretty much how our team looks so far. So while everything's live and recording, I'm going to click over to the free agency and see who is popping up now. Before I do that though, let me just show you how much money we're working with. 165 million was showing. These guys do not want to either re-sign with us, rejected our offers. So Trimble, I might try to get him back in free agency because he was pretty good last year. But we'll see who's available. Let's go ahead and click now. And remember last year, we were the Commanders, we took them over, and a lot of their players went into the free agency pool, so that was the main made players in our free agency, so hopefully, so that should not be the case this time around. So let's see, so our roster drops to 49 players. We still have a few more we're going to need to cut, but let's see. Alright, 165 mil. Out the gate, Leo Chanel might be a good pickup for us. A good corner we got right here. Josh Simmons, who's that? Must have been a rookie. That might be what we need. Yeah, so I don't want to blow all of our money. Obviously, a lot of our guys are on 2-year deals off of two-year deals off of the practice squad, so we might need to re-sign a few of them next year. But Jackson Dart is a free agent. Someone's already bidding on him, though. I'm not gonna leave this bid on there, but I just want to see who's bidding on him. Hopefully it is the Giants trying to get him back. It is the Raiders. Oh, that's right, because they had Matthew Stafford. Man, this is wild. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and make some bids, kind of see what's gonna be the best option for us. Take my time, and then I will go ahead and bring you back on and let you know who we put bids on, and hopefully someone accepts it. Oh. So this is a glitch. I don't know why this occurs. It's showing 2 active negotiations, but I do not have any bids going on right now, so we are only going to get 3 round 1, unfortunately, due to that glitch. But we will do our best, and I'll let you know when we come back who's our, I guess, 3 players we're bidding on. Alright, so in an effort to be semi-realistic, I did put 3 bids out. I didn't go all out on like the top players. But we got a bid on Josh Simmons, a left tackle, young. I got a bid on Travis Kelce. We do need some leadership. I know he's slow because of the regressions. He's an X factor though. Still got his abilities, and I feel like he'll be good for us. It's pretty expensive too. It's about 16 million for 1 year, but we'll see if he even accepts it. And then I also got a bid on Benjamin Morrison, who's a Buccaneer currently. I'm not sure why he's in the free agency. Or if this roster just had like the rookies at 2-year deals, but it is what it is. We're gonna do our best with this roster. Let's go ahead and see if they accept. So I press the eval button, and my side. So we got all 3. So currently we are doing very good. I'm gonna place another 3 bids out there, see if we can get any of these additional bids, and make another splash here. All right, so here's our next 3 picks. So Rachaad White, Buccaneer. You know, because I'm a Bucs fan, you're gonna see this a lot. I got one more player I'm actually spying to sign, who is a Buck. But If you remember last season, we did have a lot of dropped passes at the running back position, and Wangu did good, and I think Brooks did good as well, but this is also going to give us some depth. So I'm going to go after Rashad White. At middle linebacker, obviously we lost Levante, so I'm going to go after Nakobe Dean to try to get that replaced. And then we'll try to bring in one more lineman that'll help us out because we were just getting crushed on the offensive line. So let's see if these players accept our offer here. Looks like 2 offers were accepted. So Dean accepted and Green accepted our offer. So we have 2 new linemen, we have a corner, we have a tight end, and a middle linebacker. So I'll probably, I think if I leave it alone, it'll be fine, but I'm going to up the bid. Let's do, or you know what? I don't want to pivot. You know what? We'll pivot because we do not have really any abilities. And if you see what I'm about to show you, so Chubb is still 88 speed. He still has his X Factor abilities. Let's go after Chubb. No one's bidding on Chubb. We'll get him for 1 year, and he'll be a good mentor. Let's see. Get some abilities. What does that do? Targeted. All right, let's remove the bid there. All right, Chubb. Come on, man. I know it's only a 1 year deal, but accept it. Let's do for 6 mil. We got enough money. Targeted. All right. I don't want that to be my only bid in the eval. So let's, who else was I going to go after? All right, so I'm going to go after Mike Evans and a safety. Mike Evans was the Bucks player that I was alluding to. He is in free agency, and this happens a lot in the game. About year 2 or 3, the contract's up, and the game will allow him to go to free agency. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick him up. We need some sure hands, as a lot of our guys had like 70 catching. I'll do that now, and then when we come back, we'll see if the offers are accepted. All right, so as you can see, everyone pretty much signed. So you already know about Simmons, Dean, Evans signed for, we got him on a 2-year deal, and he's going to be our sure-handed guy because everyone else is quick. They got moves, but they weren't really catching the ball securely as much as we liked. You know about Kelsey. Did put a bid on Bates, so he's probably going to be our new kicker. I do like our current kicker, but he did miss a couple of kicks. Obviously, we got Chubb, Morrison, Green. I put a bid on Christian Harris, so that was huge. He signed with us, and he'll probably be taking over the starting spot of Tyndall, just because Tyndall's wasn't progressing the way I liked. The safety we put a bid on was Isaiah Simmons, so he will be starting for us at strong safety this year. So not the youngest guys, but I mean, I'm just trying to build the team up a little bit. And then to compete for the starting spot, I figured it would be a pretty cool story. So Will Howard, Ohio State quarterback, I believe he was drafted by the Steelers this year. We went ahead and picked him up out of free agency, so he will be competing with Zach Wilson, as we stated, for that starting spot, just to see if we can get a little bit of a competition going. He has 87 speed, 87 acceleration. He is now 25, though. It's not like the days of old where the quarterbacks come in super young. Nope, he is coming in full-fledged veteran age. So that's going to be a very fun storyline. What I'm going to do now, it's almost time for the draft. We have all of our draft picks. We have extra draft picks, so we're going to have to go through a little bit of a cutting process. Unlike last season, where we were just scraping the barrel to try to get players. So let's go ahead and click over now and try to pick a player, not miss the pick this time. All right, so just like last season, we are jumping into the draft. Let's go ahead and skip the intro. All right, so pick number 1, Houston Texans. All of us gonna have 2 minutes, right? Whether you're looking at trade potential offers or not, you got 2 minutes. So let's go ahead and take a look at our draft board. I did look a little bit into the draft board beforehand. The quarterback, not that quarterback, there's another quarterback who's a top 5 projection or talent, but projected 2 or 3. Very tempted to go after him, but we already signed Will Howard. We have Zach Wilson, so I'm probably not going to throw any wrench into that wheel there. So who are the Texans taking? Let's see here. They took a defensive tackle, so actually that was one of the guys I was looking at taking. So because we definitely need a defensive tackle. Our 2 guys, I mean, that's the main reason I didn't attack that in free agency. The best they had was like 80 overall. The amount of money was probably going to be outrageous for that 80 overall player. So I figured it'd be better to draft. There goes our guy. Maybe I should have tried to trade up. Who knows? All right. Let's look at our other options. So I am looking at safety. I'm looking at... So there's this edge rusher 2. Here we go. Picks are coming in. Pick number 2. Who we got going? If I skip it, it just goes right back to my original screen. The left end. So that's another player I was looking at. And then we got the Raiders. So we obviously got our 2-minute mark. Am I thinking about trading back again? Yes, but I think we need a splash young player to kind of move our franchise forward. So let's see who gets picked here. Come on, Raiders. I'm gonna click, and then they're gonna automatically pick their player right when I click over. Come on. You know, I could just skip this, but this is more it's more intense. And what if I hit skip and then it skips my pick and we have another botched situation? All right, and they got a corner. All right, so everyone, it is our pick. We have 1 minute and 54 seconds left. Let's not screw this up again. All right, so let me check the speed rusher out. He's 21. It says elite speed, great speed, but for a left end, it's probably not going to be as fast as they are showing. Man, I'm actually pretty interested in potentially taking this left tackle, because we only need one more really good lineman to kind of secure our line. Let's make the investment, okay? Boring as this pick is, they got a run block. We got Chubb now. I think this is the player we need. I definitely need a defensive tackle, but he's the best on our board, so let's see. Come on, top 5. Let's see what he got. Come on. Good pick, high IQ. He is hidden. Only 85 strength, but that is not as bad as last year. Remember the guy we got last year was like 79. His speed's good, 72, so I'm happy with this one. All right, so let's go ahead and jump to our next pick. And we need to go after a defensive tackle. See if there's one available. So the next one isn't projected till the 3rd round. How about right ends or left ends? Because sometimes they can be the run stopper, but they'll have good, decent speed. Speed rusher. How about strength? Anyone with some strength? Elite strength. All right, I'm gonna go after one of these guys. For better or for worse. A tackling, A block shed. He's gonna be our new DT. How do we do? Strong core, effective blocking. He's hidden, 91 strength. So yeah, and he's 300. Dude, this is the perfect defensive tackle. All right, I think we got 2 wins so far. We're definitely doing better than last year. All right, so I'm gonna do one more pick, and then the rest we'll show in our recap here. Is that quarterback still there? If he is, I'll be... No, he's gone. Honestly, that's probably a good thing, because I was going to take him and he was going to be a scrambling quarterback and I was just going to run all over the place. It would have been crazy. All right, how about projected? There's one decent running back left. Great excel. That's great speed. He is 6'4" from Florida. I'm going to take this tight end, and this is going to be our final pick of the live picks. Yeah, my thought process for this was totally not what I was planning on doing. I just went after needs and the best at the position, except for that first pick. I was not planning on taking an offensive lineman, but I think that's going to turn out to be a smart move. Guys, this is awesome. His jumping's not that good, but everything else is good, so he's going to pair great with Travis Kelce, so that's a good pick. And I'm going to go ahead and take back what I said, because I really want to try to get a safety, because we did sign Simmons, remember that? But he is, what's it called? He's up there in age, he's 28, so we need someone to kind of develop behind him, so it's 23. How fast are you, Julian? It's not that fast. All right, let's go over here. Physicals, pro day. All right, Bush. He's young. I'm not even looking at anything else. I'm not. Just hit the button. Hit the button, Ryan. Barry Bush. Barry Bush. It's going to be developed behind our guy, Isaiah Simmons. He's going to learn. And hopefully, hopefully we have a stud next year. All right, let's check him out. Faster on tape, so that means he's probably slower. Won't deliver bone-crushing hits. So I probably didn't look at his power. 86 speed. You know what? I can manage 86 speed because everything else is pretty decent. What's his hit power? C. C tackle. So, oh well, it's a backup, guys. A 4th round pick. We're allowed to reach. All right, so I'm gonna jump over to our recap and we'll see how we did. All right, so I think we had a pretty good draft, everyone. Here's our conclusion. We got left tackle. You guys knew Wayne, our number 4 overall pick. So he's pretty good. 73 speed as stated from US. Oh my gosh, he's from USF. So cool. That's my favorite college. They're right down the road from me. I have a bunch of USF gear, so that's amazing. I'm super happy about that. 77 run block, 72 pass block. So we'll keep developing him. I'll either leave him at left tackle or move him to center. We'll see how that goes. Next up, we got so I already moved him over to DT at end. He was 73 overall. At defensive tackle, he's 76 overall. So how cool is that? It gives him a little boost. This was a massively good pick out of LSU. And then we got Tavon Porter, tight end, 76 overall. Was he a hidden? He's normal, and he's from Florida, but good pick. I would still say he's going to get developed pretty well behind our guy, Travis Kelce, huge signing. And then here's our so we got Bush. Remember Bush? He was our last pick before I closed out our live picks. Good acceleration, good hit power. We have the +2 speed, so that's going to be a blessing because he was only 86. His tackling's pretty low, so we're going to need to develop him a little bit more before we can throw him out onto the field. Now, the guy behind him is pretty cool, too. Both of them are in the 60 overalls, but he's pretty decent. I picked him next. He is hidden dev, Texas A&M, 93 speed, 77 hit power. His tackling's pretty low, so these are project players. His acceleration wasn't that good, and that's probably why I overlooked him. But definite project players. Do we got any other picks that I do feel like our quarterback that I selected is pretty much a bust, but I'll still show him anyway. Why not? Anyway, so the corner, we got him. Very next pick, he's from Virginia, 23 years old, 6'2", 95 speed due to the boost. He'll be pretty decent to kind of develop. So I mean, I feel like if we can develop these drafted players, when it comes time to re-sign our guys on our squad, we should be able to afford them. And we did pretty good in free agent. We didn't spend like crazy amounts of money. We got a defensive tackle. I was like, why not? Last pick, let's see if he was 21. That was another reason. 88 strength, 73 tackle. So he'll probably be a lifetime backup, to be honest. But I wanted to see what a true defensive tackle being drafted would be. And he is 62 speed. So that tells me that I think we did good drafting that end and moving him over, almost like a Simmons type DT. Here's the quarterback. Why not? 21, 6'4", 237, very slow. 97 throw power. If I get the Mahomes effect on him, you guys know I love my Mahomes effects. If I get that scenario, I might try to tell him to boost the speed a little bit. It's only 68, but it'll get him up to 70, and then he'll be a good backup. All right, so before I jump into talking about our team, I want to show you, because we were talking about quarterbacks in the draft, so I want to show you the quarterback that we botched last year, right? So the CPU picked a quarterback instead of our edge rusher. Brett Sharp is the man. He is now a superstar. So I guess he was hidden dev superstar. I promise you, if his speed was better, I think I probably would have stuck it out with him, especially with him being a superstar. But we moved on. I'm glad he's found a home with New York. Now replacing him, he replaced Justin Fields, who is now a Oakland Raider. He's getting paid $40 million a year. And then Jackson Dart we saw him in free agents. Raiders went ahead and paid him also, so he's getting about 30. So they're spending like $70 million a year. I'm sure they're going to cut someone at some point, but that's just wild to me. I just wanted to show you those turn of events, as we've had a lot of quarterback movements that we've been showing throughout this franchise, especially in season 1. Remember, with Cam Ward and Jaden Daniels. So all right, so let's take a look at our team real quick. I'll show you who's starting for us. We'll try to do this quickly. That way we can jump into week 1. We want to get moving over there already. I'm excited to see how our guys do this season. So Zach Wilson built him up to 75 overall. We got Will Howard, who's coming in on a 1-year, $8 million deal. He's going to be our backup. So, but he is going to compete with Zach. So we'll see how that goes. And then obviously, Josh, I don't think is going to be with us long term. I think he was in the 6th or 7th round. So we'll see if he's even with us at the end of the preseason. We'll see. So Nick Chubb's coming in, X Factor. He's going to be great for us as a power running back. Taj Brooks, he's 89 speed, 91 acceleration. He did great things last year. We've developed him all the way up to 76 overall. And this is last year of his contract, so I'm hoping we can do some big things, get him re-signed. So we'll see. I do want to get that carrying up 82. That's kind of scary. And Wangu, the best backup anyone could ask for, did great last year. Can't wait to see what he does this year. Very excited about the signing. I know a lot of people hate the speed, but I absolutely love every other attribute of as far as Mike Evans. When these regressions hit, you know they're hard on the receivers, but he's going to be number 1. Number 2 is going to be Chad Patterson, and he's going to be our number 1 slot receiver. So he definitely proved himself. That's probably the best value I've ever gotten for a 5th round pick. Bronze Dev, but best value. Next up, we got Tyquan Thornton, Scotty Miller. Corey Fisher is going to be our 3rd string receiver. Tyquan and Scotty are going to be 4th and 5th. We're going to be using them still. But Corey Fisher, I think he earned the spot as a returner last year and progressed pretty well. Landry, don't know who he is. He was on the practice squad last year, but we're going to leave him because we need a 6th receiver. And I don't need to go into free agency. We got enough receivers. Travis Kelce, tight end starting. 2nd string, Tavon Porter. I do have a lot of 2 tight end sets, so this is very good. These 2 tight ends are returning from last year. They are not going anywhere. But we got Kelce on that $16 million deal, and then we got him in the 2nd round of the draft. So I think that was a good upgrade there. At left tackle, number 4 overall pick, Elton Wayne. He's going to be starting for us. And then Kenyon Green, fresh signing, left guard. At center, I moved the right tackle that we traded our number 2 overall quarterback from last year. We traded to get him, so he's going to be our starting center. Right guard, Bakhtiari. Schillinger may get the start over Bakhtiari, but I may go back and forth depending on if we are not doing too well and I'm getting sacked too much, so we'll see. Simmons, oh man, the biggest signing. I think we're paying him like $30 million a year, maybe, or maybe a little less. But he is a huge upgrade for us. We'll be starting right tackle, protecting us there. Left end, coming back, Kareem Gross, superstar. And he was a hidden dev superstar, so glad to have him. Josh Uche, we signed him out of free agency last year. Starting, is returning. All of our defensive tackles are returning except for this rookie, who's the last string rookie, 4th string. And obviously, I believe he was our 3rd round pick, 2nd or 3rd round pick. Rudy Wheeler, defensive tackle. He's going to be starting number 1 for us, so very excited about that, see what he could do. Christian Harris is taking over for Tyndall, but obviously there has been a lot of injuries. There's been an injury bug, so we'll see how that goes. Middle linebacker in placement of the retiring GOAT, Levante David. We got Nakobe Dean now, and then we got Troy Anderson returning, and we signed Willie Gay out of free agency because we needed a 3rd string middle linebacker. Then starting at the right side is going to be Eugene. Once again, he's returning. Hampton's going to be our backup. Starting corners, we got former Buccaneer, real life, fresh new Buccaneer. Very happy to have him on the Bucs in real life, but he was in free agency, so we signed him up. He is back. He is on our team. He's going to be our starting corner. 2nd string, I haven't really thought about, but I'm pretty sure. So speed's going to be my slot corner no matter what, and I'll probably have him as a 2nd string. We have this rookie. I need to run it with him, so we'll have him as 3rd string, and then everyone else will sprinkle in. More than likely, we'll have CJ in there. Kobe, I liked his performance last year, but he got burnt on a couple, just lack of speed. It's not really his fault, so it's going to be tougher to develop him. So that's how that's going to go. Andrew's going to be starting once again, free safety for us with that 89 change of direction. A strong safety, I'm going to throw Isaiah Simmons out there, see how he does, and then if not, we'll throw Kevin back in there because Kevin is doing pretty good for us. He did good last year when he came in for, I think it was Hill. Yeah, when he came in for Brandon Hill. So obviously we got our 2 rookies. DeMarcus Leonard has the most upside, hidden dev, faster, but Barry Bush may be used. We'll see. Next up, we got Jake Bates, freshly signed, 98 kick power, 86 kick accuracy. I'm going to go ahead and say farewell. Had a good season last year. I would have kept him around, but you don't pass on Jake Bates. So he's going to be a starting kicker, punter. We're rocking with the same guy, Ryan Rico. I don't know. Hope that's how he says it, but he's from the same college as Zach Wilson, so that's pretty cool. Fun fact. We have all of our draft picks plus a 7th round pick that we got in our quarterback trade for that right tackle. So everyone, that's the team. I just wanted to, I'm sorry I spat that out so fast. I just wanted to get that out there so you see all of our players. Let's go ahead and jump into week 1. I'm going to run through training camp real quick. And then we'll go ahead and jump off. We're going to be facing the New York Giants week 1. Oh man, didn't they? Who did we say their quarterback was again? Because they don't have Dart no more. Who's their quarterback? Mac Jones? Are they starting? So they're either starting Wayne Fowler or Mac Jones. Yeah, very interesting. Got rid of Jackson Dart and you're going with Mac Jones. All right. Whatever, Madden. Whatever you want to do. Have fun. We're going to play him week 1. All right, everyone. Week 1. Welcome to the matchup against the New York Giants. They are going to start Wayne Fowler. They're, I believe he's rookie quarterback or 1 year in. So we're going to see how he does. He's taking the place of Jackson Dart, who started for them last year and ended up going to the Raiders. Also, we're going to go through a string of just divisional matchups. So I think the first 4 weeks are just divisional opponents. So that is going to be very, very interesting. But look at our guys. Man, we have retooled and definitely got our reinforcements now. So I'm excited to see how we do. To start the game, the Giants do get the ball. So we're going to get to see a little bit of our defense, see how that defensive tackle stands up against this tough offensive line. They handed off on 3rd and inches, and out the gate we're able to see a little bit of a difference. Now, both of those guys on the tackle are members from last year, Troy Anderson and Uche, so proud to see the OGs standing up there. They go ahead and punt, so we get the ball. Wilson, we are sending you out, 2nd year starting quarterback for our team. We're going to see how he does. Remember, we got him all the way up to 76 overall now after training camp and everything, so we'll keep trying to build him up. And then first target for the brand new Mike Evans edition starts early, and he picks up a huge first down. Remember, that pass would be dropped a lot last year. So glad to have someone in there able to make the tough catches. And then number 4, who has earned his 3rd string spot, gets the catch into the red zone, followed by a quick, like I said, them dirty, hard catches. Evans caught that there. And gets the huge touchdown. Now, I missed this assignment badly. Should have kept following the receiver, and they score on us. So, very easy catch for them. And then Travis Kelce gets in the game. We did hit him on a couple times earlier, but I wanted to show that we are getting him in there. This pass was crazy. This was to Chad Patterson, who's been a huge addition. He was our 5th round pick last year. And now we're getting Chubb in the game. So, I mixed them all in. Gets a nice truck stick in there. So man, we started doing good. We're starting to move. Evans gets the ball there, breaks the tackle. I'm telling you, these dirty catches, these touchdowns are going to be so much better this year. I'm very excited to see what we do. Now keep in mind, we beat the Giants last year, so that was one of our 3 wins. So I'm not gonna let this make me feel like we're winning a Super Bowl yet, but I'm definitely happy. We stopped them on 4th down there, get the ball back, so score still 7-14. I was looking at Kelce, but he was not open, so we run it back and hit our running back to take a 21-7 lead. The Giants answered right back, 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the 4th, and pushed their score up to 13. Hit the 2-pointer, so now it is 15-21. So it's a little too close for comfort. We start moving the ball. Let's see if we can get into the red zone there. So we hit Evans. I'm telling you, these little comeback routes, and then we get hit, and he still holds on to the ball. I'm very impressed. We hit Patterson on a jet sweep here, so that was also pretty nice. Just trying to run down the clock a little bit, get into field goal range at least, so we can push this score into a 2-possession. And keep in mind, the whole reason we brought in Jake Bates was to hit kicks like this. We missed them with York last year. and so he nails it. So that pushes our score out. We are now up at least 2 possessions. It is 24-15. I was so surprised CPU went for 2, so that was pretty crazy. The Giants start to move the ball. They hit Neighbors there, get into the red zone. I believe they hit him again, don't they? No, they hit Pierce. So they hit Pierce in the end zone for a touchdown. They go for the onside, and it is recovered by Winston Jr., our safety. So that was a huge turning point of the game. Now, all we got to do is run down this clock, right? 1st and 10, pick up a quick first down there. And then we hand it. So it is 3rd and 19, and we hand it off to Chubb, and he pretty much seals it for us. So I'm telling you, these key additions, they did great for us today. I'm very, very happy. I'm contemplating making some adjustments on our offensive line as far as the depth chart, but we'll stick with it for now. Next week, week 2, we're going to be facing the Dallas Cowboys. They are 0-1, so they lost their first game. So we'll click into that now just to give you an update on our overall. We are now 80 overall, 81 on offense, 79 on defense. So we have definitely improved quite a bit. So let's keep building this team. Let's build off this win. And let's check out week 2 against the Dallas Cowboys. All right, everyone, week 2. We need to get excited for this because this is going to be our first real test. I would say the Giants are a good team, but we did beat them last year, as we stated. So Cowboys completely annihilated us last year, along with the Eagles. And those are our next 2 opponents. So let's see how we do. They got Dak Prescott throwing the ball for him still. No QB changed in Dallas so far. So they get the ball to start the first half. We're going to get to see this offense come out and see what they have. I'm very, very interested to see how our defense handles their run game. And as you can see there, they start running early. This happens every time against them. They really, really are run heavy. Javonte Williams is their running back. He did great. And then this play warrants a double take. So a lot of missed tackles here. Number 88 Lamb, just look at this. Crazy highlight reel for the other team, but I was definitely not gonna not show you guys that. We're gonna see it twice. So offense, we get the ball, we hit Evans right out the gate, gets about 9 yards. Now it's 2nd and inches. Next, a little bit of a movement here on highlights. We're able to hit Fisher, number 4, who is doing really, really good. I'm super impressed. Surprised that, because he was undrafted free agent. So we signed him last year. And then disaster strikes after that beautiful pass. We drop we drop a fumble and the Cowboys get it. Alongside that, our number 4 overall pick gets hurt. So that is how that goes. Luckily, we're able to bounce back on defense. Isaiah Simmons, our brand new free agent signing safety, gets an interception here, gives their offense another opportunity to try to square this game up. We throw the ball on 4th down. I went for it. We need to get some life going. Travis Kelce drops it. It was a tough pass, but he does drop it. And then the run game of Dallas takes over once again. So we are now down 14-0. There's about 14 seconds left in the second quarter, and we throw an interception. So things are starting to look very similar to last year. Luckily, we're able to break through with Harris, or I think that was Dean, and get the sack, forcing a field goal. Final play of the half. We're just trying to get some life. We launch a deep pass to Patterson, and he burns the entire Dallas Cowboys defensive backfield for a touchdown. However, story of our life. I will not stop repeating that. There is a holding call, and the play not only comes back, but we get the runoff. So this was a holding penalty on our rookie offensive lineman. So it does happen with the rookies, and of course, takes away our points. So we're now down 17-0 to start the second half. And Nwangu returns the kick. Let's see if we can do something, because remember last year, whenever we'd get this deep, we'd just start giving up points and start losing bad. We hit Fisher. He almost gets to midfield. So, and then we hit Evans. So our sure catch specialist, we'll call him, gets the first down. We launch one out to Patterson there. He does catch it, but he catches it out of bounds. So no doing on that first down. And then on 3rd down, we throw it up to Kelce. and he is not able to complete the catch. So we're forced to kick the field goal to bring it within 2 possessions, but the kick is short. Everyone, I can't make this up. This game had so many ups and downs. Luckily, we get back on the field on defense, and who recovers the fumble? We force Dak Prescott to fumble on a screen pass, and then the defensive tackle we took in the second round recovers the fumble. So that's going to give us some life. And then the first catch of the season for our young tight end Porter, who falls forward. That's a very good sign when you're getting those animations. So I think he's going to be great for us going into the future. Then we hit Kelsey here. 11-yard line. Can Zach Wilson run it in? No, he gets stopped at the 1-yard line. But what happens next is possibly the easiest run I've ever had to do in my life. So we run it in there. Touchdown. It brings us just that much closer. Now we are down 17-7. Still plenty of time. And what makes it even better, Harris did a lurk motion, and we're able to pick off Dak Prescott. We looked like we were going to run in for a blitz, but dropped back right to where he was throwing. So very beautiful interception there, but look who we lose. Our last year's second-round pick, Gross, gets injured, and he is out for the rest of the game. He's our only superstar on defense, I believe. So, yep, very lucky there. Next up, 1st and goal. Wilson uses his legs and picks up a highlight reel run just like he did last year. We had a couple of those, and gets us even closer. So now we're only down 3 points, everyone. And this is, I can tell, this is a complete different atmosphere than we had to deal with last year. So really, really liking. I don't feel like we're ever out of the game. So Cowboys start their running motions once again. It is now 2nd and 7. We hold them to only 3 yards. And then our defense, I'm telling you, Uche, I'm not sure what light turned on, but he's gotten through so many times so far this season. It's only been 2 games. And he gets the sack there. Dak Prescott tries to run for the first down. Cannot get there. Has to punt the ball. So 4th and 10. We get the ball back, and Wangu is returning. Gets a couple yards. Not too many. So we only need a field goal, right, to tie it up. But let's try for the touchdown. Who we got here? We hit Brooks, our running back. Nice pickup. But we get another holding penalty. So I didn't adjust the settings or anything for holding. These are just, I think this is our other rookie. Yep, so Schillinger. So both our rookies are just getting us pretty bad this game with holding penalties. But no worries on a third, I believe that was 3rd down. Kelsey gets a huge catch there. We did not have sure hands like that. And then Wilson breaks to the left. Everyone's running to the right. And gets a huge first down. Look at the crowd going crazy, man. We got everyone in Anchorage going nuts for this team. 1 minute and 21 seconds left in the game. And we are less than 10 yards away from taking the lead. So I did attempt to run the clock down a little bit. That's why I didn't try to push it in there. But it is now about 37 seconds left. And I did not want to risk not being able to score on a 3rd or 4th down try. And we take a huge last-second lead there. So all we got to do, everyone, all our defense has to do is hold on here, stop Dak Prescott, and we can go into the locker room as champions, as 2-0 champions. Week 2 champions, but what do? We let Dak start throwing all over us. So he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line there. Still 24 seconds left. He has to throw away. Nobody's open. We're now down to 21 seconds. Can he get the score here, or can we step up? And what do? We step up, everyone. Uche, once again, gets through. They go for that screen pass again. Remember, we got the fumble the last time. They get a few yards there, so 9 seconds left. No timeouts. Can Dak make magic happen here? And he's got so much time, but you know who gets the sack there? The defensive tackle, who we did not have last year. I said that's what we needed. We needed a game changer on that D-line, and we got one. So, good job. Our 2nd-round pick gets the sack to seal our win. Everyone, can you believe it? We won 3 games last year, and we are now 2 games with 0 losses heading into Week 3. Now, next week we face a very tough opponent in the Philadelphia Eagles. They are possibly really strong Super Bowl contenders. But before we get into that game, we did get an unexpected breakout. I believe it's just going to click over. Let me see. Yeah, it should just zoom on over. So we're just going to jump right into it. Already had that queued up. Very surprising. So last year we didn't get any breakouts because we were in owner mode. Now we're in coach mode. And look who we have getting the breakout. Not Patterson, who I thought would be getting it. You know, he was our breakout player last year. Nope, it is our breakout kick returner. So Corey Fisher will get the breakout here. So let's try to get this as we go into week number 3. All right, everyone, welcome to week 3 against the Philadelphia Eagles. We will be without our star defensive end, Kareem Gross. He is out with a dislocated knee, so that is a harsh injury, but we will push forward and fight it out with the Philadelphia Eagles, who just totally destroyed us last year, so we'll try to be a little bit more competitive this year. And Nwangu does go ahead and he returned the kick, but unfortunately we get an injury to our starting running back, Brooks. Why he was on the field for a kick return, I have no clue, but we do lose him for pretty much the whole game. Kelsey, nice catch to start things off. Just wanted to show. And this is why we signed that depth. We got Nick Chubb now, going to take all the reps rather than the power reps. So third down, we go ahead and try to launch one deep to Patterson. He is overthrown, so we've been connecting with him pretty good on these deep passes, so that was pretty surprising to see. Eagles take over 3rd and 3, go for the first down, and they are stopped. Saquon gets cut by number 47, so we force a back punt from them. And Nwangu gets the ball. That could have been devastating if he ran back into the end zone, but luckily he gets out a few yards. The sun is going down a little bit. We hit Fisher there, and remember, we do have that breakout with Fisher, so hopefully we can get him up to star dev. And there we go, we hit Fisher again. So we do start forcing the ball, being that we are trying to get that. We got 1st and 10. We hit Fisher again over the middle, gets us to the 11-yard line. I don't know if he became open. He does. So Fisher gets his touchdown. So all we needed was 75 yards and a touchdown. I think we should be able to get it. We just need to give him just a couple more yards, but we got the TD. So pretty much set as a dev up. X-factored Hurts. His X-factor was going off. We get the sack there by Uche. And then he hits number 8 out to the sideline. Luckily, we're able to stop them before they get the first down. And there's about 27 seconds left, and C.J. Henderson comes through and blocks the field goal. We haven't had a blocked field goal in our entire franchise, so that's the first one of our franchise. so big day for us. So we try to launch one up to end the half, and Fisher comes down with the catch. So everyone, welcome new star development, Corey Fisher, to the lineup. Huge, very, very successful story. Undrafted free agent, now star dev. For our squad. So number 98's also been coming through pretty clutch. I believe that's Wheat, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Wheat. So he comes in to replace our superstar Kareem Gross while he's on injury. So but definitely a surprise that he's been playing so good. And then Hurts tries to throw one up in the end zone, and I maybe shouldn't have ran it out, but I did, and it was picked off by our new corner Benjamin Morrison. So huge signing there. We're going to go ahead and give it over to Chubb here, see if he can get us out of the end zone, and he does much more than that, breaks a very long run, and gets us out to about the 30-yard line. So big run there. Wilson continues to throw. I don't know why I forced it to Fisher again there. So that leads to our first interception of the game. And then the Eagles start to run it down the field a little bit. It is still 14-0 though, 4th quarter, so we still have a good shot at winning this game. Hurts gets sacked there by number 50. And then it is 2nd and goal. So we did not skip this play. So 2nd and goal. Hurts gets stopped once again on a scramble attempt. And then 3rd and goal. He just throws one up and it gets picked off by our rookie corner. Late round pick corner. So very happy with his progression so far. 1st and 10 picked up by Mike Evans. Huge catch. He is very good. Making those tough catches. And then we just launch one up to Patterson. Still 4th quarter. We're chewing a little bit of clock. It is getting late. And then Chubb runs one in for the touchdown. Well deserved after the slack that he has picked up this game. Definitely been a struggle at running back when we lose our depth. But Nwangu did good last year, and I think Chubb's doing even better. Hurts goes ahead and tries to run for the first down here to keep their drive going, but nope, he is knocked down, forced fumble. It is recovered by, I believe that was Wheat, knocked out by Uche. So huge play there, and then Patterson, corner of the end zone, gets a touchdown. So I'm not sure what the Madden gods think sometimes. Sometimes we get blown out, and other times we blow the other team out. So this is definitely, I would say, a blowout win. 28-0, 15 seconds left, 14, 13, 12. Let me see if they know huddle here. They do, but there's no time left. So we'll go ahead and take this victory, everyone. We're starting season 3-0. That's the amount of games we won last year. Remember, we were 14. Now we have all 3 wins. So any win after this is definitely a plus. It will show that we've definitely progressed as a team. So very happy about that. So what we'll do now, I'm going to go ahead and click on our breakout. Let's see how we did. All right, we're stepping up to the podium here, week 3. And yeah, I wish I'd known to be a coach instead of an owner last season. We may have had more of these. Another big game for Corey Fisher. Officially going to be a star development. I'm not sure if we get XP too. I know a lot of times we will get XP for like a superstar X Factor dev upgrade. Does it happen with star devs? Let's check it out. Talking. I don't know what's up with your shirt, bud. So, dev upgrade, no XP, I don't believe. Yeah, no XP. All right, that's all right. So let's go ahead and click into our game against the Cowboys. That's going to be our week 4 matchup. All right, so we're going to face the Dallas Cowboys week 4. We did beat them week 2. We beat them 21-17. It was a close game, so we expect the best out of them. And fun fact, they actually drafted that speedy quarterback that I was interested in potentially drafting, but they do not start him, so he is backing up Dak Prescott, who's on a pretty large contract. So to start the game, the Cowboys will get the ball and runs it up to about the 29-yard line. Dak Prescott, first drive, hits number 87, I believe it's Ferguson, and gets the first down. So many players, everyone, so many players, trying to learn everyone. One of our guys got hurt. Who was that? Oh, no. All right, so I think that was Dean. So I believe Dean got hurt. And then we hit Evans over the middle. So I'm telling you, these catches in traffic, I've not had a player so far this tries that has been able to do that aside from Evans. Third down, we do not get that catch, though, and are forced to kick the field goal. So score is now 3-7. The Cowboys then hand it off to number 33. So their run game's insane, and just like last game, they did have a huge highlight. They get one this game, and go ahead and run it into the end zone. Score is now 3-14. We try to hit Patterson on this flat route, and I believe he picks it up there. So he gets the first down, and then on 2nd and 11, we throw it over to Brooks, who is back from his injury, and then Brooks breaks a nice run. So good for him. Glad to have him back. It's been a tough season without him. I believe Evans goes out there with some cramps, but comes back. I think we'll show it. I'm not sure. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so he's able to come back. All right, so 2nd and goal here. We toss one up, and it is picked off. So Zach Wilson starts to do what he did season 1. So as we all know, pick city. But luckily we have Harris. So Harris is able to get the ball back. Can we do anything on offense to kind of bounce back here? We hit Kelsey. We're back in the red zone, everyone. Back in the red zone. All we need to do is get some points, and we hit Brooks there. First down. We have one timeout. 14 seconds left. Can we do anything? And we get sacked with no timeouts. Could not throw it away, and that will end the half. So we're down 3-14 at halftime, everyone. A little bit of a struggle going on here. And then we miss Fisher on a easy out throw there. I believe it was double team, so let me just go ahead and retract that. Guys, when it gets bad, it gets bad. We missed the field goal there. So now it's 3rd and 9. We got Speed, who is not speedy enough to catch over number 82, and he gets mossed. So the score is now 3-21. We start to hold them a little bit. It's now 4th and 15. We force the punt, and Wangu is back there to return the punt. And Wangu's just become our solidified kick returner, man. He's so fast, so we really want to use that speed, keep him on the field. We hit Evans there, gets to about the 26-yard line. I believe I try to throw to our young guy. Yeah, so I throw it to the rookie, and he gets his, I believe that's his first touchdown in our franchise, if I'm not mistaken. and that makes the score, 9-21. We go for 2. Wilson runs it in. 11-21, everyone. 2 minutes left. I'm not sure if we can come back, so it is 3rd and 3. If we stop them, we have a good shot here. This is crazy. Dak gets hurt, and they put in the quarterback that we passed up on in the draft, Haskins, and he gets a first down, everyone. So that pretty much sealed the game for them. There was no chance of us even getting the ball back to answer back, and he goes ahead and kneels it down. So good win for the Cowboys. We are going to go ahead and jump right into week number 5. We're going to be facing the Philadelphia Eagles, and let's try to get this back on track. We were doing so good. I'm not sure what happened there. Our offense just kind of got stuck, but I'm proud of our defense. Held them to 21 points. We just need to score a little bit more. So let's see if we can bounce back against Philadelphia. All right, everyone. Welcome to week 5. We're facing the Philadelphia Eagles in Actually, nope. This is going to be in Anchorage. So I believe this is going to be a rain game, isn't it? Oh, no. All right. So one of these games were a rain game. I wanted to play in some snow, but I keep getting rain and a lot of shade as far as the sun. It's kind of hard to see sometimes. In either case, we get the ball to start this game. 1st and 10, everyone. Wilson hands it off to Brooks, and he breaks a nice run. So Brooks, super impressed by him so far. Again, we got a 2-back situation going on right now. Super happy. And then Zach Wilson takes a huge sack. So it is now 3rd and 29. Can we get the deep pass here to get the first down? Wide open, everyone, and overthrows him. 2nd week in a row. I don't know if I need to adjust like my quarterback precision or what you got to do. I think was it leading, but it wasn't causing any issue last time, so we'll see. I don't know why we're getting it now. Anyway, on defense, we get a huge sack there by number 48. Pushes them into the 22-yard line, so they got to go for a field goal. There is no sense in going for it on 4th and goal there. Wilson throws one over the middle. We hit Evans. Great addition. I'll say that's probably our steal of the whole free agency of the offseason, alongside Chubb, obviously, who does a leapfrog. Everyone, I haven't done a leapfrog off cycle, so that's pretty cool for him to get in the end zone that way. Remember, Mike Allstott used to do that all the time. All right, so Hurts. Good scramble there. Close to the end of the half. Gets the touchdown. It is now 10-7. The Eagles somehow gave the ball back to them. And they get another touchdown. And then in the 3rd quarter, they just start to take over the game. They hit, I believe that's A.J. Brown. It is 24-27, everyone. We attempt to go for it on 4th and 21. The implosion continues. There is no going there. And then they hit, I believe that's Smith, who really terrorized us last year. And he gets a touchdown. They get the ball back, hit A.J. Brown on a run commit. For the heck of it, I'm throwing in Will Howard. Let's see what he can do. He starts to move the ball, so I'm a little impressed with his throwing abilities. He is quicker than Zach Wilson, but I think it's still too early to bench Wilson in the long term. Just trying to prevent injury, to be honest. Evans, huge catch. If we had been doing that a little bit more this game, maybe we would be in contention. No time on the clock, and we're not able to get the throw off. So, everyone, look at this. 38-7, and look who else is injured. Brooks is injured. He's going to be out for 4 weeks with broken ribs. And then taking the most of his opportunity, I guess, Wheat has a breakout scenario. So he's been playing in replacement of Kareem Gross when he gets hurt, and it's been happening quite a bit. So he got his dev upped to star right out the gate, and they're giving us a superstar opportunity. So let's see if we can get that against the 49ers. All right, so we are facing the San Francisco 49ers at home. I don't know if you saw the stats earlier in the season. Zach Wilson had 0 interceptions, and he's thrown 6 over the last 3 games. So if I want to check out the deciding differential factor of winning and losing, it's definitely these turnovers. We have to limit those, but something's going on with our deep ball, so I got to figure that out too. Either case, we got Thornton back there returning kicks. Kick returners keep switching. I like it with Nwangu, but Thornton was running it there, and then start the game. Hit Evans there on a nice little short throw. And as you can see, Evans last week got over 100 yards, and we still lost, but this has just been a pattern with him, so I'm very happy to have him on. Chubb gets into the end zone, they say, and then we have to do a booth review. So pretty close call there. Could not get the touchdown. Yeah, I mean, I could have clearly saw that. I don't know why they would have called that, but all right, everyone. So we're going to go ahead and return our touchdown. So score 7-0, and we get it right back. So 7-7, Chubb gets the touchdown. San Francisco 49ers give it to CMC, who, when he's on his game, there is no stopping that man, and he gets a touchdown. So score is now 14-7. We take an early drop over the middle, throw it to Evans again, picks up the first down. We have about 28 seconds left, so we spike it. No timeouts, right? Yeah, no timeouts. We spike it. Can we get the touchdown here? And we hit Evans. Oh man, and out the flats gets the touchdown. So we tie it up, everyone, 14-14. At least we're a little bit more competitive this game compared to last week. And so that's good to see. They handed off to CMC in the third quarter to get the next points of the game. Makes it 21-14. And then, as I said, we were competitive. Let me just go ahead and take that back. It's now 28-14. Evans, again, just making the hard catches that we did not have last year. So far, no interceptions this game. Good job, Zach. So, 2nd and 10. Can we get in the end zone here? Make it a little bit closer. We do. Zach Wilson runs it in. Scores now 28-21. Everyone, we're down. One touchdown. Let's see if we can bounce back here. Let's do it. And we go for the onside kick. And we do not recover. Remember last time, that was short to 10 yards. But we were able to get it 10 yards there. We just couldn't recover it. So we end up dropping this game 20-42. But let's talk about our bye week coming up. All right, everybody, welcome to the bye week. Real quick, I just will show you that I did place a couple offers out. So Joe Tipton, I placed an offer out. I signed Nwangu back for 1 more year. So we just got to make sure anyone else that we place bids on are not retiring. Like Travis Kelce, we don't want to do that if he's retiring. Everyone else, I think, is pretty much going to go. And this is also the final year of us having cap penalties. So now that they'll be cleared off, we're going to have all this extra money and not a lot of people to re-sign. So I think we're in good situation. Let's try to get Tipton. I offered him a player friendly because I thought he had high interest. And then when we click out, it showed he had low. So we're not going to worry about that too much. Now, what's going on? We're now 3-3. So I think what we just need to do, correct our turnover issue that we've experienced the last 3 weeks. And that's either going to come through just better decision making or potentially trading for a different quarterback. There is no real options on the trade block that I'm interested in, and I always said, hey, if I'm going to make a trade, I'm going to make sure it's with trade block and not through me just clicking on a team, because that's not super realistic. So as of right now, we're stuck. We do have Will Howard. I might throw him in at some point. But if you look, his accuracy is not as good as Wilson's anyway, so I don't know if that would really do anything. But we'll have to make the switch if we if it gets bad. But for now, we're gonna ride it out with Zach Wilson. We have the last 2 seasons. We're just gonna try to make some adjustments, and as far as our scheme, and hopefully that corrects things. We're gonna try not to throw the ball to our streak receiver Patterson, the deep ball guy. So and maybe just try to do some medium to short throws, just keep the ball moving. So all right, so what we'll attempt to do. Let's go ahead and advance. I'm just going to advance while we're on the screen here. Maybe we can get Tipton re-signed while we're on the screen too. All right, so we're facing the 3-4 Cardinals. Definitely way better overall than us, but I think we can still put up a fight against them. They are 3-4. We are 3-3. Let's try to get Tipton now. Very player friendly. I'll even up that a little bit. Oh, dude, he's so cheap. I didn't know he was that cheap. All right, so that's what I'm doing. I'm going to go 5 years. Boom. All right. Tipton is re-signed. So we got Tipton. Everyone else, we're going to wait until the offseason. But yeah, let's click into our game, man. We're facing the Arizona Cardinals. Let's try to bounce back after this 3-game losing streak. All right, everybody, welcome to week number 8. We're facing the Arizona Cardinals, same division as the San Francisco 49ers, who we played in week 6 just before the bye week and took that 20-42 loss. So our scores have been pretty scattered this whole season, but hopefully we can dial it in and string some wins together. So getting the ball to start the game is going to be the Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray comes out in shotgun formation, launches one deep on first down, and throws an interception to Winston Jr. He is one of our original players from the practice squads, and as you can see there, he did get both feet inbound, so good interception for us. As you know, Chubb is going to be starting for Brooks, the injured player. Now, this is getting a little bit out of hand. We are throwing too many interceptions now. Zach Wilson just continues that streak and throws yet another one. Now, luckily, our defense has been stepping up, and they could not complete the first down there. So the Cardinals are forced to kick the field goal, making it 3-0. Actually, they missed it, so it's 0-0. All right, my apologies. They missed it. I forgot about that. And then on our drive, Chubb gets the handoff and runs it in for a touchdown. And then Dean gets an interception on the very next drive for the Cardinals and takes it to the house, everyone. So, oh, phone's going off. Stop that. It's all right. We're going to keep it, girl. We're going to keep it going. 14-0 lead. The Cardinals have the ball. It is 1st and 10. And they throw yet another interception. And this was to end the half, which was crazy. If we could have gotten past Murray there, that actually would have been a touchdown. So we're going to go into halftime. It's 14-0. So I think it's a good way to start the game, man. It's been a tough season, as you guys have known. So it's nice to be in the lead. Now, Murray comes out in the third quarter and just scrambles for a touchdown. So his speed is something that's tough to predict. And then, of course, we cannot get in the end zone. So we just kick the field goal. Let's go up 2 possessions. Why not? The game said to go for a touchdown. I said no. We need to go for the possession. So Cardinals get the ball. They get stopped on third down. They go for the field goal as well, and that brings them now within a possession. So now it's 10-17. Wilson drops back to pass, hits Nwangu out of the flats on 2nd and 12. Now it's 3rd and 12. Drops back to pass once again and misses Mike Evans. So these are the things that are just making me kind of question if we can continue with Wilson. But, you know, we'll see. We're going to keep trying to fight it out. Just passes like that should be completed. So Cardinals still down just a touchdown. It is 2nd and 9. We are able to get a huge sack there. That is our guy, Christian Harris, who should be playing on the edge with how he's been playing there. And then on 3rd and 21, they hit Marvin Harrison Jr., and then run the no huddle. So now we're in desperation, and let's see what they do here. Kyler Murray throws it deep, and it is picked off by C.J. Henderson. So he's the first player in franchise history to get a field goal block, and now gets an interception there to kind of seal the win for us. So we nail the ball down. We're going to take the victory. Still a lot of things to work on. Not a very, very clean win, but let's go ahead and just push forward. We're going to go into our next game. And it's going to be against the Jacksonville Jaguars with none other than Travis Hunter, the fresh draft pick from about a week ago. So let's click into that game and see how we do. All right, everybody, welcome to Week 9. We are facing the Jacksonville Jaguars. As stated, they are 1-7. Again, another very winnable opponent, but let's keep fighting. Let's not take anyone for granted. We have Wilson coming out and not able to convert the third down. Evans dropped the pass, so Jaguars get the ball back and right out the gate hit Travis Hunter for a quick touchdown. So they take the early lead. It is 7-0, and then we throw yet another interception on the season. So it is now 14-0 with the Jaguars leading. And what do you know? We throw another interception. So now we are losing 14-0. Travis Hunter gets his 2nd touchdown of the game there, making it 21-0. And then we hit Chubb. Finally, we start moving the ball. Chubb, just to end the second quarter, gets to the red zone, and then Zach Wilson runs it in. So he uses his feet. We got a few rushing touchdowns with him this year, but it is now 21-7. And what do you know? Trevor Lawrence fumbles the ball. This was a huge pickup for us, so we now can try to get a little bit closer. We hand it off to Chubb, and he does get into the end zone. So score is now 21-14. Trevor Lawrence drops back to pass on their next possession and fumbles again. You guys, I can't make this up. He fumbles twice in a row, so we are able to quickly, and I'm telling you, the stars just aligned on this one. We're able to quickly try to come back, and we do. We hit Evans in the end zone there and tie it up, so it is 21-21. Lawrence drops back to pass on their possession. We ran commit, so he was able to get an easy throw to number 7. Then the worst happens. We cannot convert on 4th down. Lawrence Levins. Lawrence on his next throw throws it up, and we're lucky to get an interception there. But the kryptonite of this game, we kept getting the ball at the 1-yard line, and the sacks were ensuing. Or potential sacks, so it wasn't a safety, luckily. But we are able to hold the Jaguars in the red zone. Look at this, 3rd and goal. Throws it away. We were able to stop in the first 2, and then on 4th and goal, 94 lays the hit stick, and yes, we get the ball back. Look at this once again. Now this is another thing. I'm not sure what to like. I'm not too sure what's going on. We have a 99 speed receiver, and that type of situation keeps occurring. So, yeah. So I don't mean to foreshadow, but yeah, we're getting a little bit tired of these throws. Look at this, another interception. So it is 2nd and 7, and that occurs. And then the Jaguars just have an opportunity to run out the clock. They kick a field goal. Our defense, like I said, they're standing tall. They stopped them again. It is 31-21. And then finally, we are not able to outthrow our receiver. Finally, it took us all game, but too little, too late. Score 31-28. We lose the game. So next week we play the Giants, so let's go ahead and see how we do this game. Got to make some changes. We got to make some adjustments here. All right, friends. So if you look at the screen, I'm going to go ahead and just call it now. So we lost to the Giants 20-17. We are 4-5 now. We lose one more time, we pretty much kissed the playoffs goodbye. Last year, I stretched it all out to 9 losses, but I mean, we're gonna keep playing, right? But like I said, we need to do something drastic. We can always go back. We can always go back to them, but we had an opportunity to beat the Giants. Not only was there multiple interceptions after defensive stops, but Mac Jones came in the game for Fowler and tore our hearts out. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and give Will Howard an opportunity to start. Let's see, do we have any more injuries? Because I think that was another thing that was totally destroying us, was these injuries. Cream Ross has been out for at least 3 to 4 weeks now. All right, so he's got one more week. So it was a 4-week injury. He's going to be out for one more week. DeMarcus Leonard, so this is one of our rookies. He is out for another week. I've been using him here and there. And then Ken Law's out for another 3 weeks with a torn labrum, which I believe was an issue in Madden. Everyone was getting labrum tears in the injury report. So, yeah, I mean, we have to do it. As hard as it is, been a face of our franchise for the last season and a half now. But I think we need to give Will Howard an opportunity. He has 97 throw power, has all the speed, the accuracy we're going to need to build up. But let's go ahead and move forward and at least give him an opportunity this time against the Chicago Bears. And let's double check and see if they still got Caleb, because I know there's been a lot of shuffling going on here. So they still have Caleb. They still have all their guys. All right, so let's go ahead and give it a shot, everyone. Hopefully we can now turn this around. I know we've said that several times, but let's try to right this right now. All right, everybody, welcome to Week 11. This is going to be our match against the Chicago Bears. So yeah, as we stated, we are going to go ahead and start Will Howard. He was drafted, I believe we said, by the Pittsburgh Steelers originally, and then he was in free agent, so we picked him up to compete for the starting spot with Zach Wilson. And just being the way the season has turned, we're going to go ahead and give him a run this first game against the Bears. So we're going to be in Anchorage. It is cold. We haven't had a snow game yet, but it is cold. Chicago gets the ball to start the game. Number 7 for them returns it. Let's see, he gets to about the 24-yard line. And then Caleb Williams comes out and throws a deep bomb to number 3 to start the game. So if that's any indication of how the game's going to go, that's not too good. And then no one's open. Will Howard has to dump the ball, and now it is 4th and 11. So we're going to go ahead and punt it, and they have the early lead and a possession now on us. So if we can stop them here and tie it, we should be good to go. Yet a bazillion missed tackles leads to number 4 breaking loose and running all the way down to the 15-yard line. They do get the touchdown, so it is 14-0. We give the ball back once again. Totally botched that tackle. We had Williams on the option, and he scores. So now we take a quick 21-0 deficit into the second quarter, about 1 minute left. Then we start to kind of get our groove. Will Howard shows off his speed a little bit. I always fumble, so I'm very surprised he held on to that scramble. And then we get over to Chubb. So now 1 yard line, we throw it to our returning tight end, 6'6", and he gets the touchdown there. So 21-7, Winston Jr. lurks, good pass lurk, and gets the interception. So we now have a shot to score. Let's see if we can get it a little bit closer. Patterson shows off every bit of that 99 speed and runs it into the end zone. So we're turning around a little bit. It's 21-14. We've not thrown interceptions this game, so we are doing very good. And then we hold them on third down, force the punt. Will Howard looks for Evans and hits him, and does he get in? No, he gets stopped at the 1 yard line. So let's try to see if we can get it in there, and we do. We throw a little flat out route to Chubb and gets the touchdown. So 21-21. The Bears do answer back and get the game leading touchdown. So it's now 28-21. Try to throw a high ball for some reason to Kelsey, could not hit him. So we're not able to answer at that point, and the Bears will go ahead and take the win. So we're going to have some decisions to make for the next game, but before we jump into that next game, let's go ahead and take a look at this. So we are getting another breakout. We've missed the last 2. But this time, Winston Jr., who got that lurk interception, will get an opportunity to answer back and maybe get a dev up, which we desperately need, especially at the safety position. Currently, he's Bronza, so we don't only go up to star, but still, it's a start. So we're facing the New Orleans Saints. This is going to be week 12. It's going to be a 1 p.m. game, and we are in New Orleans, so the time actually does not matter. It's indoors. The Saints get the ball to start this game. Spencer Rattler will be starting for them, and he gets sacked, so we're able to get the first drive ended and secure a punt. And also, as you can see there, we did go ahead and throw Zach Wilson back in the game, so we're going to go ahead and just run it with him. I didn't feel too much of a difference aside from the lack of interceptions, but I think we just need to make some better decision making. After New Orleans stops us, we allow them to go and get a field goal. So they are now leading 3-0. And if you look at this is also another one I like to show every week. Evans has just been productive. His route running is definitely superior to the other guys we have, even with their speed. So that's really working for us. We go for it on 4th down, second time in a row. I'm trying to get a little bit more aggressive, and we don't get it. So luckily our defense is standing tall, as they have all season, forces the punt, and we get the ball back. So can we take the lead? Can we finally? No, we don't. We give it right back, and New Orleans takes a 10-point lead. We decided to just launch one to Evans. He used every bit of his 87 speed, and gets a huge touchdown there for us. Gives us a good opportunity to come back. We hold Spencer and the Saints on 3rd down. They force them to punt. We have about 21 seconds left in the second quarter, now 19. I wonder if we can do anything. So this is the next day, so I'm not too remembering of what we did, so this is going to be interesting for me as well. Second quarter, 4 seconds left, and we get a nice little pass to Travis Kelce there. 4 seconds left. We get a little gutsy, hand it off, get a couple extra yards to make the field goal a little easier, and it works. So scores 10-10. We tied this thing up. We are now entering the third quarter. We get the ball to start this half. We hit Evans there, and then it only leads to a field goal, though. But we are knocking these through, not dealing with any wind. And then I thought this was insane. I'd been using Winston Jr. all game, and what does he do there? We're able to bust through, force the fumble, and that gives him his dev upgrade, everyone. All we needed was, I think, a tackle for a loss, forced fumble, INT, something of that nature, and we get it. So Evans continues his sure-handedness, catching in traffic, fake it to Chubb there, play action, and then we hit Patterson for a quick first down. So we're up 13-10, everyone. It's the fourth quarter. And look at that. No interceptions this game. We're doing great. I think it all comes down to... that was kind of dangerous. But yeah, it all comes down to kind of being a little bit more conservative and running more, I'm noticing. Chubb almost gets the touchdown there. We hand it off one more time. He gets it, but that... the desperation dive, and we go up 2 possessions with 2 minutes and 48 seconds left. Let's not sell this one like we have a few times this season. We still got Winston Jr. back there, and what do you know? We didn't even need the forced fumble. He gets an interception there. I don't know what Rattler was thinking, but that pretty much seals it. We're gonna get that dev upgrade, and then hit Fisher there, and then we're just chewing this clock a little bit. We got Brooks back in the game. Welcome back from your injury. Final, everyone, 20-10. We did finally get a win. All right, so we went on a 3-game losing streak. We lost to the Jags, Giants, and Bears, and then we get this victory over New Orleans. So that pushes us up to, I believe, 500, everyone. I don't want to speak too early, but let's take a look at... First, let's click on our dev breakout. I'll wait a couple seconds here because I got that queued up, and then I want to show you something that I don't have queued up, but I will show on that next screen. So, star in the making. I wonder if we can get a double breakout. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't, but congratulations, Kevin Winston Jr. But now let's take a look at the playoffs, potential playoff options. Alright, so before we jump into week 13 against the Indianapolis Colts, check this out. The 49ers are 5-6, the Lions are 6-5, and we are 5-6. So even with the losses that we've suffered, we still have a awesome opportunity to make the playoffs. Let's keep fighting, maybe. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, but check this out. Evans, 905 yards so far. In real life, y'all know if you're a Bucs fan, we always track the $1,000 yardage situation of Evans after each game, so it's kind of something we do. So we're at 905, and it's only week 13. So we get the ball to start this game, hand it off to Chubb, and he puts the team on his back. This one, I will say, I don't know if it's just the Colts defensive line, but it definitely seemed like he was moving. Here we hit Evans, and I do that, obviously, so we can take a look at his receptions last week. He got 141 yards and a touchdown. Hand it off to Chubb here. Breaks another long run. Ah, man, this has not happened all season, so I think the Colts might need to revamp their D-line there. Another handoff. We're just going to keep going with the hot hand here. We hand it off again, get the first down. And then what do we do here? We go with the hot hand again, but through the air. He gets a quick 9 yards, and then we toss it over to Sean Tucker, our free agent signing due to all the injuries. And then we obviously got to go with the touchdown for Nick Chubb. So we take the early lead, 7-0. Richardson comes out and hits it. No, Pierce is on the Giants. I'm not sure who he hit, but I will say we hit him there, forced a fumble. Luckily, Taylor was able to recover it for them. And then they try to launch it deep. Morrison got that jump, got them ups, and he knocks the ball down. 3rd and 15. Can they do anything? Dean. That's a user lurk. Okay, awesome. User lurked with Dean. And we get the interception. Everyone, this is what I've been trying to do all season. I'll say our defense has been standing up a lot. And then another milestone for us as a franchise. This is the first time we've had an X Factor activated. So I know it's been a season and 13 weeks, and we've not had an activated player. Chubb is our first one, and he breaks another long run there, scores a touchdown. It is 14-0. It is still 2 minutes left. We hold them on 3rd, so they are forced to punt this one away. And then Nwangu, our guys back there to return the kick. It's a couple. Been a little bit dangerous with that. I haven't been doing too many fair catches. Like we said, we continue to give it to the hot hand. Chubb starts running all the way down to the 18-yard line. So huge run. I did give it to Brooks a couple times just to give him a little breather, but that was insane. I've never had this happen. So he truck sticked a player, and immediately the game marks him as injured. So I would say he is going off this game, but not there. So this is something I should have been paying more attention to. It's 4th and 2. I figured let's hand it to our X Factor player, and he cannot get the first down. So the Colts get the ball back, but can't do anything because obviously there was barely any time left. Start the next half. The Colts do get the ball. Hand it off to Jay Taylor here, and he gets the touchdown, everyone. So I think they go for 2, don't they? Yep, they go for 2. Get the 2-pointer. It's now 14-8. But let's try to hold on, guys. Like that's our number one thing. Here we go. Hand it off to Brooks. Now we have our two-headed monster going in. He gets the first down. And then we throw it to Patterson, and gets another desperation dive first down. I'm so glad he's not fumbling there. And then Wilson, he doesn't have as much wheels as Will Howard, but he still used what he got there and gets the first down. Chubb, our old faithful guy, running it up there. It's now 4th and 7, though. He's got 180 yards this game, everyone. 2 touchdowns. This is his best game of the season. We're not going for it again. We went ahead and kicked the field goal. Let's go up 9 points. That's 2 possessions, so they have to have the ball at least twice. And with 33 seconds left, I think we're in good shape. But for good measure, we sack Richardson all the way back to the 43. And then 10 seconds left. They have no timeouts. And what happens here? He throws it away. So good decision. Give him another play. 2, 1, and does he launch it? He launches it deep, and no one was there. He launched it to no one. So everyone, we are moving in the right direction. We are currently 6-5. We had a good turnaround. We did, unfortunately, we did have to bench Zach for 1 game, but when we brought him back, we are definitely, actually we're 6-6. My apologies. So we are going to face the Seattle Seahawks next week. They are 5-7. Real quick, let's see if we got any injuries before we click into that game. All right, our team is completely healthy, so we have no injuries right now. So we should have a good opportunity to win this game. They are pretty even to us at 89 overall, and we are 82. So let's see how we do that game, everyone. Alrighty, everybody, welcome to week number 14 against the Seattle Seahawks. So they're about the same record as us, as we said. They're 1 win behind us. And this is the first stadium that I've actually experienced the home field advantage, like picking a play or something of that nature was all kind of jacked up. But to start the game, the Seahawks do get the ball. They run it out to about the 28-yard line. So 1st and 10, their quarterback's going to be Sam Darnold, still sticking in there. He tries to launch one deep to start the game. Luckily, our rookie, number 11, Hudson, gets the interception, so he's been doing great. That was a very sneaky, good pick. Taken, I believe it was like the 5th round. Wilson comes out on his possession and does what we've done most of the season. Tried to clean it up, but I guess it's still occurring. And he throws a pick 6. So next possession for us, we run to the right and throw a little comeback route to Kelsey. So that route's actually been working pretty good, so we might try to do that a little bit more. Wilson almost scores here, gets to about, what, the 1-yard line? Yeah, 1-yard line, and then, let's see. Okay, no interception this time. We actually get a touchdown to Patterson, so good catch there. And then we hold them on 3rd down, so they have to punt it over to us. We get the ball. It's 3rd and 6 in the red zone. We throw it to Fisher, and this will be a turning point for him, so he actually gets hurt on the play, and I believe he's gone for maybe another 4 weeks. We'll take a look at that a little bit later. Right before halftime, the Seahawks kick the field goal, but it is no good, so we're still up by 3 to end the half. Wilson to start the second gets stuffed pretty badly, then forces us to kick another field goal. So we are still up. It is 13-7. Darnold this time on the pass, 2nd and 1, and gets the first down. So nice little completion there. And then on 1st and 10 attempts, he had a lot of time. So for him to make that throw was kind of surprising, but Henderson gets the pass there, interception, and gives us the ball right back. So very, very big pickup. He's, remember, the first person to ever get a block field goal for us in franchise history. I always remember him for that. 1st and 10, we launch one up to Thornton. So Thornton is taking over for Fisher being out. Unfortunately, we do throw an interception once again. So this is at the 14-yard line. So Darnold has a chance to rip our hearts out and score. But Hudson says not again. So not today. Hudson gets the interception once more. And I believe he gets past midfield. He does. So a little bit past midfield. We have a chance to really put this one away. Let's see what we do here. We throw it up to Mike Evans, who makes the dirty catch. So I'm just saying, no pretty catches. He's been making the tough ones, and gets us a huge first down. And then he gets us that catching in traffic catch in the end zone. He got taken out, but he still holds on, and we get the score. So we're doing pretty good right now. We're up 19-7. the Seahawks, instead of passing, they attempt to run it on 4th and 3. So we're able to stuff them. Normally, I'll kneel it out, but we need to get a little XP, so we hit Porter there on a quick touchdown. We now are in the lead, 26-7. And Porter's been doing great as our second string tight end behind Kelsey, so very happy with that draft pick. But for this one, we're going to conclude the game. It is 26-7. Big win. Still got a little bit of time left in the season. We have, 4 more games left before we can really say, hey, what's going to go on there? Are we going to make the postseason, or are we going to focus on potentially getting a high draft pick? I really want to make the postseason, though. I really hope so. But Nwangu strained his back in the weekly training, and then Fisher is going to be out for a few weeks. So that was a quick injury update as we jump into week number 15 against the Houston Texans. So this is a tough opponent. They're 8-5, I believe. So if we beat them, I definitely feel like that'll put us on the map as a contender, even with our turnover issues. So start this game, we got Thornton running it back. Remember, Nwangu is hurt, so he will be our returner alongside Scotty Miller. 1st and 10, we throw one deep downfield to Patterson, who makes the huge catch. I still don't like that he had to turn around to catch it, but he did make it. And then we throw one of those Sam Darnold-esque interceptions from last week, and yeah, that's what happens right after that. Number 13 catches all over us. Kareem Gross is back there in coverage. I don't know why. 3rd and 8, we run it for some reason. Chubb was doing great, so I figured why not. Couldn't get it, so we kicked the field goal. 3-7, everyone. Pretty close game still. Number 3 for the Texans cannot get the first down, so they kick a field goal, and that puts them up by 7. So we are now 3-10. They null and voided our touchdown. Golly. And then our troubles continue. Whistling fumbles in the backfield and gives Houston an attempt to score again, but our guy gets a huge interception. That's one of my favorite safeties, number 27 for us, Andrew. And then Patterson gets a deep reception, but not enough time in the second, so we do have to pose there and move into the second half. But the safety, number 77, Makuba, gets the interception once again. This is second of the day, as you saw, and he says, if you're not going to score, I'm just going to score. So he goes ahead and puts us into the tying position, so it is now 10-10. Huge interception for him, and I think I might make him a team captain, man. That was a huge pick, and he's been stepping up, quickly becoming one of my favorite players. On this one, though, unfortunately, it was not his side of the field, so the Texans score pretty easily, and then Mike Evans gets one snatched away from him. That doesn't happen too often, and puts the Texans in field goal position. They couldn't score, and actually got the ball back and scored once again. So they are now up 10-23. Wilson does what he did earlier in the game and fumbles once again. This one is a scoop and score, so we are now down 31-10. Why not? We're throwing Will Howard in the game. Just, it's the end of the game. And Brooks catches a deep bomb. That's not been the issue. It's really been these close scores. And with that 97 throw power, he's able to zip that in. There's Scotty Miller, who's stepping up now that we were getting him in the game more. Texans were just supposed to run out the clock, but they decided to run in a touchdown. 20 seconds left, score 17-38. We had a guy open deep. He got hit on the throw, and there goes another interception. So this game was just a straight-up disaster, everyone. After our progression of 3 wins, we pick up a loss to the Houston Texans. So I'm going to go ahead and say let's forget about that game, all right? Let's just forget about it. Let's go ahead and jump into this game against the Los Angeles Rams. This opponent's supposed to be way tougher. They got 11 wins, and I think they're secured a huge playoff spot. So let's just see how we do. We were able to stop them, and then I guess not on 3rd down, though, so they got the first, and then this touchdown here. So they take an early lead. It is 7-0, and Nwangu, welcome back, almost scores on this long kick return. This was we will pay for this. So Kelsey does go into the I guess the locker room with an injury. So we'll see how long he'll be out, but we got a good touchdown there by Patterson in the corner of the end zone. And then the Rams followed up with a touchdown to Williams. So it scores 14-7. We got, Wilson running around here, hits a quick pass to Patterson. And that's a conservative catch because we've been getting knocked out a lot. And then coming in for the injured Kelsey. Porter gets a huge touchdown, and then we launch one up to Miller on our next possession. And yeah, I don't think he's coming out of the starting lineup. We're gonna just leave Scotty Miller in there. Can't believe we even took him out. But 21-14, knockout, 4th and 1. They go for the field goal instead of just getting the first down. They go for the field goal and they miss. So it is 21-14 still. The Rams get the ball and score on us at this time. So it's just been a back and forth here. This was a very good game, and then we just start throwing deep passes, and Patterson comes through for us with his speed. We're finally starting to come into our own, catching our groove, limiting the turnovers this game. I'm very happy about that. However, it's good when we get the turnover. So this is our first of the game. We do get a turnover. Number 27 recovers the fumble off the hit stick. So I'm very, very happy that occurred. It is 28-21. I did start going run heavy here, playing a little conservative because we want to try to milk this clock a little bit more, not give them a chance to come back. It's been an issue with us. We'll throw a pick or something when we should just be kneeling it out. So 3rd and inches, we throw a nice little sweep pitch to Patterson, and he picks up the first down, everyone. We only needed 1 yard, and that's what he got for us. And we did something dumb. We started throwing the ball, but it was completed this time, so no one's mad at us as they have been in the past. 4 touchdowns, very limited amount of passes. And then guess who gets the next catch? Scotty Miller. This is a redemption game. We got 2 touchdowns this game. One of them was that crazy deep one, and this one was a short inside slant run. So the Rams attempt to score to end the game, but they cannot get into the end zone. We were playing deep, and that pretty much closes everyone. So it is 35-21 will be our final, and that pushes us up to, I believe, 8 wins. So let's take a look at our playoff contention, because even with the 7 losses, we still, I believe, have a shot. Let's take a look real quick. All right, everyone. So as you can see, the record, we are 8-7. Cowboys are 9-6, and the Eagles are 10-5. So technically, we have a chance to go into 2nd place in our division. I don't think we're gonna have a shot, even if we tie Philly, being that they beat us. But we did beat them once, so who knows? But that's not what we're clicking here for. We want to see our injury report first, and then I'll click over and we'll take a look at the playoffs. So as you can see, Kelsey will be gone this week. He'll be gone next week as well. So that's 2, so 4 wild card, division, conference. Yeah, so he's pretty much gone for the season, guys. So let's if we get to the Super Bowl, I'll be surprised, but man, yeah. So we just lost Kelsey. Fisher's out for 1 more week. I don't think he's going to get the spot back from Scotty. Scotty's been too productive there, but we'll see. And then Ken Law, he's gone for another 3 weeks with his dislocated elbow. So, and it's crazy because even on our staff points, we did spend the money to get the staff points to get the, I guess the injury, longer injuries reduced, and still it's that long. So, all right, so that's a tough blow for us, but luckily that's why we drafted a tight end. That way we had 2 of them, and so we should be okay. But we'll have to keep fighting. We lost the leader of one of the leaders of our team, and if you look here, guys, before we were not even on the we were not even in the playoff picture, but now we are. So we got the 7th seed currently. So let's try to stay in this spot. Let's try not to lose any more games. We got 2. Next game's against the Titans and then the Browns. Both of them are out of playoff contention. So look at that, 6-9, and then I believe the Browns only got 4 or 5 wins. So let's play these next 2 games. Let's try to make our push for the playoffs. I'm surprised at this record that we even have an opportunity, but we do. So let's keep fighting. All right, so we're going to continue our fight into week 17, trying to make the playoffs. Very, very close. But in either case, this is definitely has that playoff feel of a playoff game anyway. So we're going to face the Tennessee Titans. They aren't doing too hot. They're not doing too bad either. But I wouldn't call this a game that doesn't mean anything to them, as Jaden Daniels is their quarterback after we took over the Washington Commanders and built our expansion team. So to start out the game, obviously, this is what we don't want to see, those overthrows. It's never a good sign. Luckily, we have Scooter, Scotty Miller there, who gets a nice catch, and then Porter gets another big first down reception for us. Hand it off to Brooks. He gets his first touchdown in a few weeks. So he's been taking a little bit of a secondary role to Nick Chubb after the huge games that he has had and the injury that Brooks went through. The touchdown there puts us up 7-0. We're able to stop Titans on third down, so they are forced to punt. We got Patterson back there returning kicks for some reason. I didn't remember putting him there on the depth chart, but I guess he is there. We launch one up to him. This one is not overthrown, but he does have to dive for it. We can't get a conversion or any points out of that, so we just kick the field goal, and we'll just take 3 points. Titans come out. Jaden Daniels tries to throw a pass to the inside, and it is picked off by the rookie. Unfortunately, we can't do anything, and we are forced to punt as well. Titans get back in the red zone on a run commit. They are able to score, so they get close. It is 7-10. Here we go on a little pass out to Brooks again, who has a little bit bigger of a role this game. And then we got Wilson, who attempts to go for a nice little scramble and then gets knocked out of the game for a play. Keep in mind, this is close to the end of the second quarter, so halftime is looming. Will Howard comes in. We have about 52 seconds left, and he takes a sack. So the Titans will call a timeout to try to get a little time on the clock, but we just kick that field goal and say, let's save it for a rainy day. 4 seconds left. Titans are able to get into field goal range and bring out their kicker, who gets them up to 10. So score is now 13-10. We move into the third quarter where they start with the ball, and they have no option as far as third down conversion. So they go ahead and kick another field goal. So now it is tied, everyone, 13-13. This game's pretty close. Wilson does not get hit this time. He runs it right in for a touchdown. No second guessing. And the score is 19-13. So 20 after that little extra point. Dean comes through with a good lurk there. We lurked him out. So very happy about that, if it meant anything. But we end up throwing the stupidest interception I've ever seen, and gives it right back to the Tennessee Titans, who does what? Ties the game. All right, guys, so it's 20-20, 36 seconds left. We throw one up to Evans. I thought he had it. CPU went ahead and intercepted it. So that I kind of could tell some things were going to go on, and they did. So they threw a streaker out there and get a touchdown. So the score is now 27-20. We have a little life left, just a few seconds, and we hit Evans over the middle for a nice completion. Call the quick timeout. Then we hit Porter, who has been stepping up big time, gets another big first down. Final play of the game. I see someone open, but it is too little, too late, and we get sacked. So fourth quarter was a really was a big turnover machine for us. Jaden Daniels gets his revenge against his former ownership or team. So we're going to go ahead and take the loss. I don't even want to look at the playoff picture right now. So what I did, I just jumped right into week 18. I don't know if we're going to make it at all. So let's just try to get this win here. Cleveland Browns, Shedeur Sanders, let's do it. First drive, we hit Evans there on a nice pass. 0-0 still, 1st and 10. We hit it off to Chubb, the former Cleveland Brown, so this would be his revenge game. And then we hit Patterson for the touchdown. So the score is now 7-0. Shedeur comes out on third down. I don't know if that was third down actually, but he gets a huge play there. This is what happened. I showed this because there was a illegal man downfield, so he had a lot of yardage there, but it will not go for anything, as we'll just accept that penalty. And then he throws an interception here to the rookie Hudson, who after this game, due to that interception and all those other ones he got the second half of the season, the game gave him a few XP upgrades, so that was pretty nice. And then on our drive, we overthrow Patterson. Now, we were told that we could make this field goal, barely misses it, hits the crossbar, it was like 60 yards, so good attempt. And then on third down, we stopped Shedeur and the Browns and force a punt. They stop us as well because their defensive line is just insane. And 3rd and 5, once again, once they get the ball back, we stop them as well. So quick back and forth. Second quarter still, we hit Porter. Man, I really feel like we wasted him on the bench. I am glad that we're getting him involved now, though. Porter gets another catch there for the touchdown after that giant catch he made deep downfield. Now, the Cleveland Browns come out on their side. They get a quick touchdown, but we block our second blocked field goal of the franchise history. and it's run back for a touchdown by Winston Jr., Kevin Winston Jr., our safety. So he's up for re-signing, so I think we need to get that man locked in. He's probably more expensive now, too. About 16 seconds left. We're able to hit Porter for a touchdown, everyone. We go up 23-6. Probably our biggest, one of our biggest, I guess, scores. One of our, what's the word for it? Most we've scored in one half all season. All right, cool. Tongue twister. We're going to toss it over to Patterson. Now it's the third quarter. He breaks one long, everyone. I thought he could have got the touchdown. He has the wheels for it. Come on, hopefully we can get one like that next time. So this was definitely, what do you call it? It's man, I jinxed it. So I showed our stats. I showed quarterback stats because he was doing so good, and immediately throws the interception. I'm getting all tongue-tied today. I'm so excited about this game. So 23-9, we knock the ball out and get the ball back. So 3rd and 6, I just started handing it off to Chubb, and I thought this was funny. I wanted to run to the side without an X Factor, and they just kept switching it back and forth with us. So anyway, so we get the first down there, and we pretty much just run out the rest of the clock, everyone. 23-9 is the final. I don't know if you're excited like I am. I'm pretty nervous, but let's see our playoff picture. Did we make it, or did we miss out another year? All right, everyone. So let's take a look at our injuries real quick. So this is how we're ending the season with injuries. We got Ben Morrison. He broke his ribs. Travis Kelce dislocated an elbow. Tippmann, huge signing last year. Remember, we had to re-sign him after that trade. He's out with an abdominal tear, and Javon Kinlaw is out with a dislocated elbow. So we've been hit, and what's even funnier is that's not all the injuries. Like throughout the games, there would be players who would just be injured for the game, and we definitely need to focus on adding depth in the offseason rather than focusing on some of these starters, because I'm telling you, Bakhtiari on the offensive line was a huge help. So I had him as second string to everyone. At one point, I made him the starter at left guard, and now I have, the other guard we signed in the offseason. So I had him as the other guard as the second string for everyone. I'll probably show you that in a second, but in either case, the main reason I'm showing optimism right now is, as you can see, we have a game at Lincoln Financial Field, 9-8. We're entering the playoffs at 9-8, everyone. I don't know how, when I went to advance from week 18, it showed the Vikings in our spot, and we got the 7th seed. So we've battled it out all year. It's been for good reasoning, apparently. A lot of upgrades hit us. As you can see, we even got a bunch of franchise staff points now. So I'm so excited. So with that being said, we're about to enter the playoffs. So let's do a little review of our team that we're entering the playoffs with. And then we will play our game. So Zach Wilson is now up to 81 overall, and I'm not even going to look and see what the morale changes is. So Nick Chubb is our starter. We still got Tajay. So like the ratings haven't really gone up much, but we've been doing pretty decent, I would say. Anyway, so we got Patterson, Evansville, Thornton, Fisher. Fisher is not injured. It was funny because when Fisher got injured, we only had 5 receivers. So I ended up making Porter our 6th string or whatever, our 5th string receiver, and now we got Kelce out. So hopefully, so we're just gonna ride it out with who we got. But yeah, let's go ahead and keep looking. So at one point, so this is our O-line, pretty decent. I now have Kenyon Green. That's who I meant. Kenyon Green is now our 2nd stringer for every position. And then we got Mutu as our 3rd stringer for every position. So as those injuries hit, those guys will just keep sprinkling in. Bakhtiari is now our left guard, and Schillinger is still starting at right guard. That I'm pretty happy about. Look at that. He's up to 76 now, and this is our 1st round pick. He's now up to 76 as well. So pretty decent. They've been our weekly training focus. We got Kareem Gross. Let me see if he's got any special abilities now. I don't want to change anything because he's been doing pretty good. I've heard Bogo's pretty good, and Mr. Big Stop. All right, who cares? We'll run with that. Nothing crazy. That's our squad, up to 84. Remember Rudy Wheeler? We weren't sure if we're going to get a DT, and now we have Rudy Wheeler, so that's good. Harris is starting. We got Dean. Sorry, I want to make this quick because I don't want to. I know this video, I know you guys have been sitting there watching us win, lose, all the struggles. It's just exciting, and we got a +1 speed on Amir speed, And then I'm going to clip in this picture because I think I got it. I got a +1 speed for Hudson also. So I never get these. I know you guys never get these. Amir Speed, I got his last year, I believe. And then this past week, I got Hudson. So that's pretty cool. Kevin Winston, Makuba. So he's been one of my favorites, man. He's been so good. And he got the big interception touchdown that one game. We still lost, but all right. So we are facing the Philadelphia Eagles in the wild card. It's going to be at their house, obviously. They won our... oh, that's all their practice squad. So they are stacked. They're loaded. You know who they have. So let's go ahead. Let's fight for our lives. We beat them to begin the year, and then they kicked our you-know-what's the end of the second time around. So let's see if we can get a little revenge, everyone. I am so excited. No matter what happens from this point, thank you for sticking around and watching the whole video. And let's see how we do against the Eagles.
It's the opening round of the NFL. Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, it's the second of 3 games here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Night Hawks of Anchorage taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports. Second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Give his team confidence that they can win. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And you should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. In good position, 1st and 10. They'll head out. Bates' kick is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's got Smith here, and he'll get this one. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And then Corral just a couple of yards shy. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. It's the tight end guy. It hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he's able to get out across the 35. There's Wilson. Flush down right. He finds his man. Complete. It's Fisher. And he'll take this to the other side. They run out of the gun with Brooks here. And he's to throw is Wilson. That is caught, and he's going to get this in from the shotgun. Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Porter, and he doesn't quite. There's Wilson. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. Wilson going to throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. A short throw caught by Gavin. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll look to throw. He gets that one complete to Wicks. And they're going to have to get some medical attention to it. And they'll let the quarterback keep. A handoff to Barkley on the option. A strong running. And down. They keep it with Barkley on first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late round pick right there, making a first round impact. And a lot of these day three corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they'll get 8. Getting down. Now a fake on the jet sweep and again to Chubb. And Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. Escapes the sack. And there's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught at the 20. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
All right, everyone, here's where I'm going to jump in. I ended up turning up the commentary, so I might be talking over them now. But there's something very crucial that I ended up doing at the end of the game that potentially is going to cost us our season. We'll find out right now. So the score is 14-14. We are all tied up in the wild card. Our first playoff berth in franchise history. We headed off to Chubb, so this was a good move. He gets the first down. We're trying to run the clock out. We hand it off to Chubb again. It's 1 minute left. We get all the way down to the 1 yard line. We have one timeout, ended up needing to burn it. So what I did was I started running back thinking I could burn some clock. Big mistake. I end up throwing it away, right? I figure, okay, we're out of the pocket, but no, you actually have to get the ball back to the line of scrimmage in order for it not to be a penalty. So on third down, we got a 54-yard penalty. We are at the 46, and man, our saving grace, Mike Evans catches the ball on the sideline, gets out of bounds at the 30, and sets us up for a field goal opportunity. I thought we misclicked it, man. I was so close, and but we nailed it, everyone. We go up 17-14, so we're up a field goal right now. The Eagles can still either down the ball in the end zone or launch it deep or run it out. So let's see what they do here. Are we going to be able to secure this win? And we do. So everyone, we are going to the divisional round. Last year, we weren't even dreaming of a fourth win. So things have turned around. We're running the ball more. We're throwing a lot less interceptions. We're making smarter decisions. Now, interceptions almost cost us this game. So that is definitely something that we will address. But we're definitely making a lot more better decisions. So let's go ahead and jump into next week's game. I want to see what injuries we might have gotten. So we got Rudy Wheeler, our defensive tackles, out now for 2 games. Along with Kelsey and Tippmann, our center. So we lost a couple guys. Hopefully we get them back, if we make the Super Bowl. But let's jump into the divisional round.
Madden football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs and is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Nighthawks and the Rams on Sunday night.
Sunday of football with a great matchup. I'm Kate Scott. Joining me as always, my partner in crime, Brock Heward, and we are excited to bring you this NFL divisional round game. Well, excited, the word that you and I get to use, Brock, as do all these great fans in attendance, but for the players down on the field, I think a better word to discuss in this situation.
All right, so I'm back to commentating now that I figured out how to adjust this audio settings. The Rams do get the ball to start our divisional game. They are in LA. Remember, we beat them earlier this year, so we kind of had their number. Cam Ward still doing good. He's an X factor. Hits their guys on a couple nice throws there, and then hits their guy number 83 in the end zone to take the early lead, 7-0. We hit Fisher at the 40-yard line, start moving the ball a little bit, and then looks like Wilson comes out and launches one deep to Patterson. We don't need the safety catch this one. We went ahead and just run it right into the end zone. Tied the game, so now it is 7-7. Good third down stop, makes it 4th and 31. We actually had double sacks there, so 2 sacks in a row. Evans, man, coming in clutch again, won us the game last week, and then he gets a huge pickup there, puts us in field goal position as we could not score a touchdown. We are up 10-7, and now on third down, we're able to stop the Rams once again. So we get the ball, throw it to Patterson. Patterson gets up to about the 8-yard line, so it is 1st and goals now, everybody. Can we score? We hit Patterson 2 times in a row, touchdown. So we are now in the lead 17-7. That's a healthy lead. And then to end the half, they could have scored there. Nakua, if he would have turned a little bit quicker, he might have made it. But they settle for the field goal. Look at Zach Wilson getting pumped up, and we all know this is when I start to jinx things. When I start to get hype, I hype my man up. Look at him doing great. He's doing much better than the season. We've improved so much. Boom, pick 6, everyone. So I gotta stop adding these to the video. I gotta stop adding the hype reel. So Wilson comes back on his possession with our offense and hits Scotty Miller all the way to the 2-yard line. And then a little redemption. We're going to forget about this pick 6 because we're just going to null and void it. We're running that thing in for a touchdown. We are now up 24-17. The Rams are unable to convert their third down. They're forced to punt. Nick Chubb breaks a few tackles and carries about 3 defenders into the end zone with him. So check it out. We are moving. I don't know what we were expecting to happen this game, but I definitely wasn't expecting this. Now, what's occurring now at the end of the game? A little bit more like what we were expecting with this tough opponent. So it is 31-23. We just need to seal it by getting a couple first downs, but we throw another interception, everyone. And it is not only an interception, it is our second pick 6 of the game. And then the Rams come back and hit a 2-pointer. So we are now in desperation times. We need to play clock management. There's about 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. We run down about a minute of that. And then Nick Chubb saves us here on 4th and 7. He saved us running. Now he's saving us catching and gets a huge first down. With about 59 seconds left, we hit Evans for another first down. 20 seconds left. We hand it to Chubb. Just gets in the middle of the field. We got our timeouts. We're not going to throw balls away and risk potentially a 50-yard penalty. No, we're just going to send out our kick unit with 1 second left, and Jake Bates 2 weeks in a row hitting the game winner. So everyone, I don't know who expected this, not me after finishing 9-8 and just getting destroyed. We're somehow finding a way to pull out wins in the playoffs. So I don't know. I'm kind of in shock here. I'm kind of excited to see where it goes, but definitely was not expecting this. So we're going to go into the conference championship, and being that we're going to go there, let's take a look at the teams remaining and kind of see where we could end up, or who we're actually going to be playing. I think it's going to be a divisional opponent. Most of our guys made the playoffs, so let's take a look. All right, so let's take a look at the playoff picture. So in our conference, We beat the Falcons. We beat the Eagles 17-14. We beat the Rams 34-31. And now we are facing the Cowboys. The Cowboys defeated number 3 seed the Panthers 31-20, and they defeated the Detroit Lions, who, if you do not remember, was the team that destroyed us. I think it was like 56-0 last season, so I was hoping we could get a revenge game against them, but we got the better of the two, I guess I would say. We got the Cowboys coming in. They beat them 24-7, so this was pretty shocking because I thought we were going to be the underdog story, but actually all the teams remaining, the number 5 seed Ravens, number 7 seed Chargers, number 7 seed us, and number 6 seed Cowboys, all of us have a max of like 10 wins. So we got 9-8. Cowboys were like 10-7, and the same thing is going true for Baltimore and Los Angeles. So with that being said, we are not an outlier as much as I thought, so this should definitely be a good game. In either case, I think I'd be more excited to play Lamar in the Super Bowl. I think he deserves to get there, but if we play Herbert, just excited. So let's go ahead and not overthink ourselves or I guess say let's not win before we won. So let's play the Cowboys and hopefully get there. We've gotten this far. I didn't expect to get out of the wild card, so anything can happen. Let's go ahead and make this playoff push. All right, everyone, welcome to the Conference Championship. Who thought we would have said that? We're in the NFC Championship against the Dallas Cowboys, and I have a little bit of a storyline that I was unexpecting, but definitely holds true. So we have a Tony Romo, Dak Prescott type situation going on. See number 15 there, Jimmy Haskins. So we did not draft him. He was the guy I was looking at potentially drafting last year. Cowboys picked him up. He beat us to end the game in the regular season, and then his hidden dev, I guess, is X Factor, and the Cowboys benched Prescott. He won Rookie of the Year. All this is insane. I don't know if those stats would equate to Rookie of the Year in real life, but he did it. So he's who we're facing right now. They go for it on third down, obviously, and we're able to knock the ball out. They punt it, and then our guy Chubb on our drive quickly puts us out in front. So we go up right away, 7-0, in a revenge game for Haskins for us not drafting him. So we go ahead and give it back to them, right? So we kick off, and Haskins fumbles. So guys, it's not looking like that much of a revenge game for him. So we're coming out firing. We hit Patterson there on a quick play action play, go up 14-0. And then Mu Kuba, my favorite safety. He's definitely become one of my favorite players on this defense. Gets another huge interception. So 14-0. Wilson drops back to pass. He hits Mike Evans, who won us the game the other day against I believe it was the Eagles, right? On that last second throw. 14-0 still. Now it is first and goal. Can we make it 21-0? Can we make it 17-0? 3 possessions would be nice. We hit Chubb, who dives but gets, I guess, his knee touched at the 1-yard line. So that is where we are going to stop. Then he tosses the ball up to Kelsey's, I guess, stand-in, Tavon Porter. Touchdown. So I'm telling you, he's going to be great for us next year. If Kelsey's back, that'll be great. We'll have a good 2-punch tight end set there. And then on defense, we get a huge sack once again. So 4th and 14, they had the punt. It is now 3rd and 17, and we do something that we've been limiting this in the play. nice tackle attempt, Wilson, but yeah, we've been limiting the interceptions, and he throws one there. So unfortunately, the Cowboys do get the ball back, and then Morrison. Oh my gosh, I don't know what was going on. I don't know if it's the controller, but we do give up a touchdown. Don't look at the score. We gave up a safety, and then Guys, apparently, if you don't do full power on a kickoff off there, a safety, it won't go to past the 30. So we get a penalty there. They get good field position, but we are able to stand tall and hold them to 4th down. So this 4th and goal from the 22. Might as well just kick the field goal. Score is now 12-21. So we are hanging in there. We throw it up here to Porter again. Like I said, huge pickup. And then we're going to do... Okay. I thought this was a cool route. I went to throw it to Evans there. He did a nice drop back, but I hit the X button instead of the B button. Not to make excuses. But I definitely am selling right now. Bakhtiar, he's been hurt so many times. I'm not sure what's going on or if it's just a tendency once you get a backstring, the game keeps kicking out. But anyway, Haskins with that speed, 93 speed, breaks it out to the outside, almost gets the first. Amir speed, instead of getting the pick, he just knocks the ball down, leaving the Cowboys in field goal range. So they kick the field goal, score is 21-15. We still have about 2 minutes left. And this is nuts. This is Mahomes-esque. We broke the tackle off of Parsons and then find Fisher for the first down. Dude, that has to be the play of the year right there. And then Chubb. So I'm playing it safe now. You guys are going to question this. It is 3rd down, and I go for a handoff instead of a pass as we threw 2 interceptions already. We punt it. The Cowboys get the ball at the 25-yard line, other side of the field. Haskins begins doing his thing. That... questionable if we could have stopped that or not, but I feel like we could have. Anyway, 1st down, we stop them there. It is 2nd down. I'm pretty much showing this whole drive pretty much. It's 3rd and 6 now. We stop them there. Can they do anything on 3rd and 6? They do. They hit a superstar. Man, all these superstars. I want some superstars. Man. All right, so 30 seconds left in the game. They throw it to number 29, the running back, because no one deep was open. Dobbins makes the catch. 7-6. So this is pretty much going to be the last play of the game. Are the Cowboys going to tear our hearts out? Is Haskins going to get his revenge? No, he scrambles, and that is it. So everyone, not sure who expected this. I did not expect this. Next week, we are going to be facing Lamar Jackson in the Super Bowl. So we have a lot to go over. I really have not prepped for a Super Bowl campaign this early in our franchise, but we're just gonna wing it. We're gonna make do with what we can. Let's take a look at our end of our year, like if progressions occurred or anything like that, and let's get prepared for the Super Bowl, everyone. All right, everyone, we're getting ready for the Super Bowl in Atlanta, Georgia. It's going to be at 6:30, so be there. It's going to be, as we said, Baltimore Ravens. They got 92 overalls across the board. We are at 82 overall with a 84 overall offense, 81 overall defense. And they got one extra win than us during the regular season. So first, let's take a look at our yearly awards, because I'm very surprised we even touched these with how bad our stats were. MVP was obviously Patrick Mahomes, and Coach of the Year was Andy Reid. Surprisingly, neither of them are in the Super Bowl. Same with the Bengals, Eagles, Chargers. No one in top 5 potential guys, or none of them are in the Super Bowl. Let's see. Do we have... They show everything else. Let me say. All right, NFC. Offensive Player of the Year was Puka. Defensive was Aiden Hutchinson. So Aiden was going off on us. Last time we played them, he went off. I was super afraid that that's who we were going to play in the NFC Championship. Would have been a good game, though. Would have been a nice revenge game, but we did end up playing the Cowboys, and we did pretty good against them, and that had a pretty cool storyline as well. As you can see, Jimmy Haskins, Offensive Rookie of the Year. We had the opportunity to draft him. I remember that for a fact. I saw his speed was elite speed, elite acceleration, and ran like a 4.3 or 4.2, something like that, something crazy. And the Cowboys benched him for about 4 or 5 games, and then he took over for Dak, I guess. So that was huge. In second place is our guy Tavon Porter, and we didn't start playing him until the injury occurred. Really, he was in there as in our 2 sets, but not our main guy. So good for him. Defensive Rookie of the Year, guys. The defensive tackle that we almost did not have. So we got Rudy Wheeler. He got a ton of sacks, but unfortunately, I think he's still injured. We'll check on that. Second in line is Deontay Hudson. He got multiple interceptions, so he did a great job. So we got 2 stud rookies, guys, coming in next year. We're going to be really, really good on the defense. Quarterback was Cam Ward, so good for him. Best RB, Jacobs. Best receiver, Nakua. O-line. So on the O-line, Joe Tippmann. He is now a superstar dev. We'll go through those in just a second. But he got best offensive player of the year, Hutchinson DL. Linebacker. We do have best linebacker of the year for Christian Harris. I was playing him off the edge a lot, though. So we weren't playing him at true linebacker. So, but he still stepped up, did a good job, got a bunch of sacks. So good for him. I don't know if his dev went up, though, or not. Obviously, Woolen, even in CPU games, he is he is the GOAT. Close to that, though, 5th place, we got Hudson, so good for him. Kicker, we did not get kicker. We did not get offensive player. In real life, Chase McLaughlin, he's one of my favorite players. He's on the Bucks. But yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Real quick, before we start to get ready for our game, let's take a look at our progressions, if we got any progressions. So progression. So Wheeler, as we said, he's going to go up to superstar. I think he's still injured, but he's going to get a ton of abilities. Yeah, he's got 3 abilities, and he can do some stuff with those. So, oh no, he's not injured anymore. I don't see the little. All right, I gotta check that. That'd be amazing. Tippmann. So Tippmann, if you can see that little medical symbol up there, that shows you if they're injured or not. So Tippmann is injured. So everyone, we're gonna have Kareem Gross and we're gonna have Rudy Wheeler back there, 2 superstars. This is gonna be crazy. I'm so excited for that. Does anyone else get any dev upgrades? So still got Chubb with superstar. Kelsey regressed. He went down to superstar from X Factor. Anyone else? All right, so no, that's pretty much it. So yeah, I mean, I think we still did pretty good. We still got 2 guys up, and we got some money, so maybe we could sign some abilities over the offseason. 82 overall now, Zach Wilson. And then Taj Brooks up to 80 overall. So everyone, I think we're in good shape. See who we're playing, see our opponent real quick. If they got any changes, they got Lamar, obviously. They got Keaton's gone. He's injured, so Deuce Vaughn or Ali is going to be starting. Zay Flowers, Bateman, Jordan's injured, so they're like us. We're all dealing with injuries. Mark Andrews, yeah, they're pretty solid. Ooh, yeah, look at that, 290. Good luck. I'm glad we got our guys back now. Speedy, oh man. All right, defensive attack. Woo! All right, that's gonna be fun to play against. Come on, Chubb. We're gonna need Chubb to run. Roquan. Oh man. No abilities at corner, so we shouldn't get the ball knocked out 1,000 times. Ooh, never mind. Spoke too soon. Kyle Hamilton, 99 overall. All right, guys. So this is gonna be a tough game. Obviously, it's gonna be a tough game. So let's go ahead and everyone. I don't know how to say this. We are in the Super Bowl. Let's go ahead and play the Super Bowl and see if we can get a ring. Season 2. All right, everyone, welcome to the Super Bowl. And just a heads up, no matter what, a purple bird apparently will be winning the Super Bowl. Both the Raven and our Hawk are purple, so I thought that was pretty funny. What's not funny is to start the game, Mark Andrews gets a huge catch and runs it all the way down to the 2-yard line. Then they hand it to their backup. I believe that's Ali, who just scores a touchdown real quick, puts them in the lead 7-0. On third down, I thought it'd be fun to do a little Lamar impression and do an option run to pick up the first down. We make a couple easy throws there, and then a tough run here by Nick Chubb. allows us to tie this game up. So it is 7-7. And Nick was probably one of our most underrated signings of the offseason. He was second string to start and just took over the starting spot. As long as regressions don't hit, we will be bringing him back, so I'm pretty excited about that. And then we don't normally show kickoffs, but we have a huge highlight here. So the rookie, Leonard, who we drafted in the 4th round, that makes that pick so worth it, making this fumble recovery and hit. So, and then we followed up with a wheel route touchdown to Patterson. That was our first wheel route of the season. And then Lamar throws a bad pass, and it's picked off by our rookie Hudson. Not to worry, Wilson answered back with a pick of his own. It turns into you guessed it, a pick 6. So, story of our life. We hopefully we don't start imploding, but we are now down 14-13 due to a missed extra point by Jake Bates. Wilson comes out. We missed this throw. It was it was an out route. Takes us to 3rd and 5 in the 3rd, and then the ball gets knocked out there on a 1st down. So we are forced to punt, and that's just a given. I felt very comfortable in being able to stop Lamar, as we had pretty much all game. I'm starting to send more of a blitz. I'm trying to put pressure on to get the ball back quicker. He's able to hit a wide open running back, and then Zay Flowers gets a huge catch there, and we'll follow it up with a blown coverage. So Andrews scores. So the score is 21-13. We still have time. So there's 4 minutes 56 seconds left. We hit Patterson on a deep pass there, and then we try to force it into Evans, and the score is still 21-13. They get the interception. We still have a shot to come back. We're fighting. They got a couple 1st downs that really melt the clock down. And then some reason, I don't know if you saw how big that hole was, but they were able to just run through there and run out the clock. So everyone, it's been a great season 2. I think we made it further than we expected. Still, this is pretty disappointing. I probably would have rather lost in the divisional round or the conference, but as you can see, the Ravens do get the ring, and but on the bright side, I'm going to go ahead and post up a picture here. And boom, on the bright side, 3-year contract, $2.25 million over the 3 years. So we got our contract extended. So let's see if we can make some adjustments. See if we can stop the turnovers next year. Should we go with Zach Wilson again? Should we make a change at quarterback? As far as the older gentlemen that we did sign, are we going to bring them back? Are they going to regress? Who are we going to bring in that's new? We got draft coming up, so everyone, let's just stay positive here. Season 3 is coming right around the corner, and we'll have some new goals and some new things to talk about. So thank you once again for checking us out this whole season. It's been a lot of fun.